Hey, what's up? It's Chris here from Chris's Sci-Fi Reactions. Today we're back with another Red Dwarf. This is Red Dwarf Series 4, Episode 2, DNA. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can get the full uncut unedited reaction over on Patreon up to Episode 4, which is White Hole. Yeah, last episode was Camille. That was an okay episode, had its moments, especially another developmental episode, I believe, for Kryten. Yeah, so I don't think there's much more to be said. For those on YouTube, there's always two episodes further ahead over on Patreon. There are 3 tiers. There's the full reactions, which means you get the full uncut and edited reaction for $3. This is Australian dollars when it comes out on YouTube. And then you have the early access, which is 1 episode ahead. And then you have extreme early access, which is 2 episodes ahead. But without further ado, let's just get straight on into this episode. Ooh, I like the opener.
Stand by, she's coming round.
Something out there, man. Some kind of UFO. We're clamping on. Turbo boost selector, engaged, functional. Visual down, radar down. What's happening?
Something's knocked out the entire desk.
What are you looking at me like that for? You've just unplugged the console. Right, I'm blown, so I have to sit around looking like the Bride of Frankenstein? Use another socket. This is beyond belief. A spaceship 5 miles long and it don't fit enough plug sockets in the... We don't want it. Go. You can keep the spec.
Oh, that's good.
The hull's molecular structure conforms to no known element. Whoever or whatever made this thing
It looks
had access
organic.
to a technology far in it.
Number one, you're vain, you're selfish, you're narcissistic, and you're self-obsessed.
That pretty much describes him.
I'm going with Kryten.
Come on, Cat.
Oh, jeez.
Kryten, you take point. I've seen those movies. It's always the guy in the lead who buys it first. You take the front.
Well, if it's movies we're talking about, sir, in my experience, it's...
That's listed.
What can I say except... Whoops. What is it? Best guess?
Mind you, with all the chicken curries he eats and all of that.
This would explain our triple-headed friend back there. Sex, your height, everything, even your lifespan. This machine simply rewrites the DNA program.
So this machine can transform any living thing into any other living thing by altering its molecular structure.
Precisely.
It turned Lister into a
That's
chicken.
a pretty good idea, actually. I mean, in theory,
Can we turn him
it
back?
could lead to a lot of
Question
problems.
is, do we want to?
It shouldn't be too difficult to recall his origin. No, my brain is part organic, and therefore it is entirely possible for the machine to transmogrify my physical condition. Engage panic circuits engaged.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I think so.
What was it?
My heavens. I'm human.
Yeah, but you lost your looks.
It's... if only his brain's organic. I guess I'm overthinking it.
First time in my life I can experience... my optical system doesn't appear to have a zoom function.
No, human eyes don't have a zoom.
Well, then how'd you bring a small object into sharp focus?
Well, you just move your head closer to the object.
I see. Move your head closer.
I mean, this would be pretty
Now, what about
accurate.
other optical effects like split screen, slow motion, Quantel? Station.
Kryten, I'm an enlightened 23rd century guy. Spit it out, man.
Well, I want to talk to you about my penis.
He's looking.
I knew it, you'd
Oh,
gone
that's-
straight into smirk mode.
Oh yeah.
Aren't we both two
classic.
human adults? Can't we discuss our reproductive system without adolescent sniggering?
Yeah, of course we can.
Thank you. Well?
Well, what?
Well, what do you think?
I'm not quite with you here, Kryten. What am I supposed to say?
I want to know, is that normal?
What, taking photographs of it and showing it to your mates?
Definitely not. What were you thinking?
What were you thinking of at the time?
Well, nothing in particular, sir. I was just idly flicking through an electrical appliance catalog. I came across the section on super deluxe vacuum cleaners, and suddenly my underpant elastic was catapulted across the medical bay.
So it's obvious
See,
that
man,
his
You neither
thought
one thing or the
process.
other. You shouldn't be getting erotic thoughts about electrical appliances.
Yeah, I mean,
It
if
was
it
a
was a
triple
mechanical,
bag, easy glide vac with
it's
turbo suction and a self-emptying dust bag.
understandable that
I don't care what
he would
model it
retain
was.
those
No vacuum
thoughts.
cleaner should give a human being a double Polaroid.
Finding one of my dead cells.
You really think you can clone yourself from your own dandruff?
Why not? Dandruff has DNA in it. That machine has a clone facility.
Would
But the man with
DNA,
dandruff,
no,
it's not gonna
dandruff
work.
survive
First
for a
time you take a
million
shower with
years?
medicated shampoo, you'll disappear.
I won't be made of dandruff. My body will be recreated from the genetic pattern contained in its structure.
How's Kryten?
Yeah, but ultimately,
If he
it
ever
won't.
wants to show you his photo
It'll
collection,
be you,
my advice is
but
decline politely.
you'll still
I bet
exist.
he can't believe his
And
luck. He's reached the pinnacle of the evolutionary mountain. He's a human.
What's so big about being human?
Listy, don't knock it till you've tried it.
I just don't trust that machine.
because
man.
last time there were
Look, I
two
know
of
it's
them, it didn't
old-fashioned, but
exactly
I'm from school
work.
to believe most people leave their bodies to medical science. I'm leaving mine to the Louvre, babe. At some point in their lives, most people wish they were someone else. This is going back years before the accident. Kachansky just finished with me and I was feeling really pony. So I went for a walk and I shoo!
It brings someone back in half cat, half rimmer.
Most wonderful
God.
thing has happened. We found this machine and it's made me human. You're a human now?
Came into this world as a mechanoid, and a mechanoid you'll always be.
I don't have to take this from you. I'm a human. Shut your stupid flat
Yeah,
head.
but he is ultimately a
I don't
mechanoid.
believe you just said that. I don't even know why I came here. What a waste of time. I think you should leave now, Kryten. There's nothing more to say.
Aye, sling your bloody up. Go on, clear off.
And what about you, spare hand one? How do you feel?
I did something similar once. Sold out many years ago. I went into a wine bar.
Okay.
That's it? You went into a wine bar? Okay, keep it down, keep it down. He said, I am what I am.
Are you sure? I always thought that was Descartes.
So did I, man. It's so easy to get those two dudes mixed up.
I've never watched any
What do you reckon,
Popeye
Hulk?
the Sailor
I
sort of
reckon I
thing.
got it sussed.
I reckon we should try it first.
What with?
Well, just need anything organic.
Hey, don't look at me.
I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at that foil container.
Listen,
Just Smeg, is it?
What have we created?
You've created the mutton vindaloo beast. Half man, half extra Indian curry.
Reminds me a bit
You go.
of
I'll cover you.
Seriously?
No.
of the that thing that could change the polymorph.
I don't believe I'm running away from a psychopathic curried man.
Is he still following us? Ollie, I'm only going to ask you this the once. I want the truth. Can you make this machine work without any mistakes?
Kind of.
I mean, kind of.
well, getting better.
What now?
Getting
We ain't got time
better.
to change him back. Let's scoot. Come on, Stumpy. Wait for me.
Chicken or anything. Like that in the way of vindaloo. I'm not really a curry person. Ugh. Gross.
Has anyone got a poppadom the size of Lake Michigan? This stuff's really good.
Oh, that is disgusting. Okay, so that was Red Dwarf DNA. I think I'll give it a 7. It was good, you know, it wasn't bad, I wasn't bored, really, but I don't think it was anything spectacular. It didn't have any character building, although you could say it did explore Kryten a bit. So, yeah, I suppose there was character building. We've had a lot of Kryten character building. You know, we had Camille, and then we had that episode where he was going to die. Was it called Final Day or something? Yeah, both those episodes really developed Kryten and his emotions and what he's like. And this, I feel, explored a bit of him understanding human emotions more, and will he take that back when he becomes a mechanoid? You know, those experiences, will they make him better at emotion, maybe understand it more? You know, obviously he was having a hard time, as we saw. Yeah, but let's break it down. We start off, they're basically tracking a spaceship, and Cat is just trying to do his hair, and causing trouble in the, I think they called it, was it computer room or something? Scanner room? I can't remember. Here Rimmer's saying, oh, basically they're going to return whoever. I'm guessing it's someone who disappeared, maybe is well known. I didn't really recognize the name. But yeah, he's saying, like, we don't want him, you can keep him. Just funny. Then we explore this ship, and I think the design of the ship, the organic look, really had, it really did look quite good. Because I know sometimes you can get sets that don't look all the best. But certainly the organic look, it actually kind of reminds me of sort of the area. Now this was in Aliens, so if you haven't seen it, spoiler, but in the area that the aliens were, it sort of reminds me a bit of that organic sort of setup. That was a good movie. Much better than the first. Here we have Lister. He gets caught in a DNA machine. The cat just keeps pressing things, and he's turned into a chicken. Kryten tries to repair it, and he accidentally turns him into a hamster. Lister then... not Lister, sorry. The cat basically does the same to Kryten, but also changes the Lister back. Here we have Kryten becoming human. Here we have Kryten as a human sort of having trouble with some of the physical aspects of humanity, and really trying to understand how it works and how the human body works in general, specifically the male human body. And then we have basically all talking about that. Here we have Rimmer trying to clone himself from his DNA. Now, I'm not sure, you know, I would have thought he would have learnt his lesson from, was the episode called Me Too? I would have thought that, from that experience, he would surely know that having two of him, a organic version and a computer generated version himself, would lead to the same issues. Here we have them talking about, humanity and, are you what you are, that if you're not human, you shouldn't become human. It's very interesting, some of the conversations that were had on this episode. Here we have Kryten sort of talking to his spare heads, and yeah, then he's also quite insulting to them, and he comes sort of clean with Lister, saying, I am struggling here. I don't know what to do. Why am I feeling this way? Very interesting. Here we convert the DNA of the vindaloo into some sort of monster. Lister tries to get changed into a superhero, but he's miniaturized. And then with beer and one of those bazookoid sort of things, he is able to destroy it. Okay, so that was my breakdown of Red Dwarf Season 4, Episode 2. Yeah, I'm sticking with a 7 with that one. I don't think there's much more else to be said. Looking forward to continuing on this season. If you're on Patreon, should get a third episode, episode 3, at the end of this week on Friday, I believe it is. On Patreon, you should be able to access the schedule for this week. And yeah, that's all. If you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to give it a like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.